Hello, my name is Gonzalo Santos Ganga, and welcome to the Arts House Show. This afternoon, we'll be showcasing the great range of talent that can be found within the Arts House building. So please sit back and enjoy. We'll be talking to students about the college, as well as seeing a demonstration of their own work, as well as a demonstration of their skills as well. But first up, with Joe Bending performing Ain't No Sunshine.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. It's not warm when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she gone. She's always gone too alone. Anytime she goes away. Wonder this time where she's gone. Wonder if she's gonna stay. Ain't no sunshine when she gone. In this house just ain't no home. Anytime she goes away. 'Cause I know, 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 I know. Hey, you wanna leave your thing alone, 'cause there ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Only darkness every day. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. She's always gone too alone. Anytime she goes away. Anytime she goes away.
Performance, Joe. So my first question for you is, why did you choose to study music?
Well, I've been playing piano and guitar since I was 6 years old, and I thought I could carry on, get a good future out of it, go school, music, then university.
All right. So, is there, like, since you've obviously studied it your whole life, is there a difference from studying it at college versus studying it in school?
Yeah, there is quite a big difference, really, because at school they sort of treat you as a child, not as like a young adult sort of kind, so it's different learning there as well.
All right. So, what is the one thing that you've learned this year that's really stuck with you?
Probably learning about Pro Tools, because at school we used to learn Sibelius, which is quite different. So yeah.
Okay. What would you say is like the main difference between those two softwares?
Well, in Sibelius it's sort of like notation, and you have to use a theory to it, whereas Pro Tools it's a lot of different kind of tracks. There's all sorts of instruments.
All right. Okay. So, how would you say you've changed, like, as a student, or like as you learn?
Well, I guess I've been well, at school I sort of behaved differently and sort of learnt differently, as in they were treating me as sort of a child, but now college it's sort of young adult and I sort of behave differently. And
So it's like just the environment has changed you as
yes.
a person? Okay. So, how would you say other people have helped you, whether it be your teacher or your own classmates?
Well, so they listen to quite a lot of different genres than I do. So, but then I sort of listen to their music and then get used to it and then sort of play their sort of genres as well.
So they've helped you like broaden your own like style and just helped you grow as a person. Okay, well that's great. Thank you very much for talking with me.
That's right.
Now we're going to take a quick advert break. Now we're going to be taking a look at some of the work that media makeup students have done, as well as a tutorial from a student, Ellie Coles.
I liked casualty makeup. There's loads of products used and it's really gory and good to do. I think the most difficult thing to do is knotting, which is where we create beards, and that's definitely the technique I want to improve. Taking consideration how fresh it was, and using a bruise wheel, I just built up the colours to how bad it was.
Now we're going to take some time to look at some of the work that art and design have done. Here in the studio we have Harry from Art and Design. Thank you very much for coming on to talk with me, Harry.
Oh, it's been my pleasure coming here today.
So my first question for you is, how would you say your artwork's changed since the start of the year?
Ooh, very interesting. I feel like I've become somewhat more confident into drawing more human characters. I've been studying human anatomy, facial features, you know, how to get it all looking just right. Really been tweaking that, because over a year ago I was a bit iffy and a bit unsure drawing that kind of stuff, but now I think I've definitely got more confidence into drawing people.
And has that been your own teachers that have helped you create your style?
Well,
build upon your work, sorry.
I wouldn't say I have a style just yet, but yeah, I think they've really have been pushing me to very much go across and do the research I need to do to draw to make the right drawings and stuff.
Well, that is great. So I see that you brought along your own piece of work. Do you just mind talking about it for a little bit?
Well, this piece of work right here, this came from a college assignment where we had to recreate one of the Brother Grimm stories, which were a collection of different sort of fairy tale stories that were updated by the Brother Grimm. And this one here in particular, is based on a little obscure story called Star Money, basically telling the tale about a young girl lost both her parents, and she's only got some clothes and a bit of bread left in the whole world. But she meets a series of different characters when she goes off into the woods. She loses a bit of clothing, gives up a bit of bread, until finally she's got nothing left. But because she's been so good throughout her lifetime, a miracle happens where she's rewarded with all the stars. They start turning into coins. She gets a nice new dress. She's warm. Just lovely stuff.
So because she was a good person and she helped others, she was rewarded for that?
Yeah, that's basically the basic moral of the whole thing.
Okay, well thank you very much for taking the time to talk with me. Now we're just going to show some of Harry's work quickly. Now we're just going to take a quick break. Now, here is a showreel of the work from the Level 3 Film and TV students. Joining me now, we have two first-year Level 3 students from Film and TV, Carrie and Denzil. Thank you very much for coming on with me, guys.
You're welcome.
So, my first question for you, Carrie, is what got you into filmmaking? Is there a certain style or director that has influenced you?
Well, I took media for 2 years in secondary school. I wanted to be a photographer in year 9. But when the opportunity arose of media in year 10, I took it, and that really pushed me to come to college and study it further.
So that really inspired you from the start? Okay.
Yeah.
And what about you, Enzo? Are you the same, or?
I'm a complete newbie to this, to be fair. Very much a novice.
All right.
But I saw the course advertised and I thought it seems pretty interesting, so I'm going to look into it, yeah. And now I'm here.
And have you enjoyed the course so far, both of you?
I'd say I have, to be fair. I mean, yes, I've had rough patches, but overall it's been a good course, yeah.
Okay. So what has your favourite project been so far then?
I would say the advertisement project. It's the first project we had, and it taught us the rough guidelines of the course.
So even though that was the first project, that kind of gave you like a really good outline of what's to come almost?
Yeah, it sort of directed me of where I need to go on the course.
And what about you, Carrie?
Mine was definitely music videos, although the most stressful and time consuming. It really pushed me in directing.
And how would you say so, like, how did it push you as a director, if you could elaborate on that, please?
Mostly because it was such a short time frame, and we only had a day to film it. Enzo was acting in it for me, and it was very stressful making sure we got the right shots and enough footage for this.
To fit it in. Okay. So, are there any specific skills that you've learnt that have really stuck with you?
Mostly the camera techniques, although I learnt about the camera shots back in media. We never really put them into practice, it was a lot of theory.
All right.
So coming here, it allowed me to put all of that into practice.
So would you say that's like the gap between secondary and college? Was that a really big gap for you, or?
It was a pretty big gap because we did only one actual video and the rest was theory. So coming here and doing lots of videos, it's
a nice
making
change
up
of
for
pace.
time that I haven't got,
What about you, Enzo? Are you the same?
I would say perhaps, I'm not sure, to be fair.
Okay. So what would you say is the best thing about studying at this course compared to secondary or even another college?
I'd say the resources myself. The resources are pretty good. We've got good camera equipment. We've got Adobe ready on all computers. So yeah, it's pretty good.
And what about you, Carrie?
I could definitely agree with that. It's a lot more professional on the equipment that you get here, and it really allows you to kind of work in a workplace rather than being a student.
Yeah, that's understandable. All right, well, thank you very much for taking the time to talk with me. Unfortunately, now we've come to the end of the show. Thank you to everyone involved in making this happen, and thank you to all the students that we've spoken to. I hope this has given you a good look into what happens in and around the college. But now, to see us off, we have a group of music students performing Jenny, Don't Be Hasty.
You said you'd marry me if I was 23, but I'm one that you can't see. If I'm only 18, tell me who makes these rules. Obviously not you. Who are you answering to? Oh, Jenny, don't be hasty. No, don't treat me like a baby. Let me take you where you're letting me, because leaving just upsets me. Now be around again to see these other men that are more adequate in the age apartment. I did not think you cared, there'd be no problems here, but now you're looking at me like you're disgusted, and I'm desperately waiting for you to smile and change your mind. I'll say I'm sorry, I'll wrap my arms around your body. I really hope that you forgive in a hurry. No, don't just ask me to leave. Oh, Jenny, don't be hasty. Let me take you where you're letting me. Don't you treat me like a baby, because leaving just upsets me. Oh, Jenny, you are crazy. First I'm perfect, then I'm lazy. I was calling you my baby. Now it sounds like you just left me, and it kills me. You said you'd marry me if I was 23, but I'm one that you can see if I'm only